Your Star Wars podcasters are Tommy and Brian. We bet the character is Boba Fett. Whoever picks Boba Fett in the podcast is the winner.
What's the show called?
Star Wars the Side Back.
No, the podcast.
Pink Milk Save.
Hello there. Welcome to Pink Milk, your star show for.
Hello there. Welcome to
Wait,
Pink
I'm
Milk.
the star. I forgot.
Hello there. Welcome to Pink Milk, your Star Wars podcast for us super fans.
And those of us who are actually forced to listen to them.
And not make any introductions. Today is Someday, and someday we are talking Chapter 5 of The Mandalorian with bad perms and pit droids. Thank you for listening, and it's time to drink up.
Drink up.
Hello, Pop Pop.
Well, hello, Brian. How are you?
I am great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's a different time. The
well,
sun.
it's someday.
It is someday, but the sun is a little farther than it normally is.
You know what that means? That's coffee.
And notice I said sun, not suns. Because today's episode, it would have been, what's the word I'm looking for?
Earlier?
No. Pertinent to say suns, seeing how we went back to Tatooine. Nothing?
I'm listening attentively because I'm forced to listen to you. I know what you're talking about. I saw those two suns on Tatooine. I can never say that right.
Mm-mm.
Oh, whatever. Yeah,
It's-
Tatooine.
Nope.
Still not right. Tatooine.
Tatooine, see.
Tatooine, like Halloween.
Like tattoo on my ween?
There you go. Wow, it only took you about 90 seconds. And you're there already. All right, good for you.
I do what I can, Pop.
Yes,
I've
yes,
got
you
to,
do. Yes, you do.
I got to play my part here.
Yep.
So, how you been?
Great.
Yeah.
Busy.
We
which
have
is all
been busy.
good. Yeah, we've been super busy. We had a concert today.
We
I
did.
mean, this morning or this afternoon. Or this evening. Sometime today we had
Sometime and someday.
a holiday kindergartner and first grade Christmas concert.
We sung about little Christmas trees and
Ukuleles
and fa-la-la-la-las.
and snowman shirts.
La-la-la-las.
That's right.
Yes.
Brian,
So-
find a way to tie that into the Mandalorian.
Okay. So, actually, here we go. I had to go to Michael's over the weekend. It is near Christmas time.
And I'm assuming you are
The-
assuming everybody knows that's the
Oh,
craft store,
okay.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
isn't there Michael's everywhere?
I don't know. I
Okay.
don't work
Anyways, I had to go to a big box craft store. It was very crowded. I walked in, felt very out of place. I don't know. I don't craft. So
You're pretty crafty, though.
with my words.
No, you did a great job on that shirt.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
So I'm there at the craft store, and I said, hey, I need some help. I need to make a snowman shirt. And the lady asked me what I needed. I said, I don't know. But I showed her a picture. I had a little picture on my phone that the teacher sent. She's like, oh, you need felt.
Actually, that was really nice. Somebody was
No,
there to
no.
help
I
you.
mean, okay, but it was no. She was nice, but I was like, what's felt? And she looked at me as though I didn't know what Beskar was. Did you see? I brought it back to Star Wars. It was
There
like,
you
lady,
go.
had you
Boom.
said Beskar, I've been all over it. But no, anyways, she was very nice, but she did seem completely shocked that I didn't know what felt was. Do you know what felt is?
Yes. And I'm not crafty at all.
Wait, would you have known before I brought it home?
Yes.
Oh.
I
So
do
I
have-
deserved the look of shame that I got.
You know,
I mean, she was nice, but it was
Who am
funny.
I to
was like,
say?
oh, okay. Well,
everybody knows what felt is.
I didn't make my jeans, so I don't know about this.
Hey, you are the in possession of a glue gun right now.
Well, thank you to our neighbor who
Miss
had
A.
who had a very different take on
Glue guns.
no, Mara O'Mara, the lady that I re-listened to episode 7, and my husband may have come across as being a little judgy-wudgy of a certain lady for knowing what she wanted and going to get it. I understand what he was saying, but I was like,
I mean, the loose woman in the pond.
you're
With the
really
kid?
you're really helping your case. Anyways, our hot gun and you're constantly wait, just so we all know, hang on real quick, beep beep, we're gonna back it up to about 15 minutes ago when I was told to stay away
Keep
from
it
mentioning
PG.
sex. And now he's talking about the loose woman in the pool.
With the basket over her head.
First of all,
It's a pond.
go get it, girl. And I really don't want any of our listeners. I either tick off half of them for liking Star Trek, which if you do like Star Trek and you're going to be mad at me for that, then don't listen. But now you're going to like...
High five.
And now you're going to act like that would bother you. So third date,
Okay.
this was a long time ago, obviously.
Okay.
I was like, oh, I know I like this guy because first date, I didn't get a kiss. I was really worried he was a closet case.
I wasn't loose.
I did hear a lot of echoes. Didn't get a kiss. Second date, he didn't get a kiss because I didn't give him one because it was like, oh gosh, what are we going to do? Third one, we went to the fair where I did get my kiss at the top of a Ferris wheel, which is very cute and very romantic. But we went and saw Rihanna.
That was awesome.
And
When she was a little girl.
one of the numbers, she came out with a whip and she was hitting it on the ground. And Tom looked at me and was like, ooh, I like her. And I was like, I like him. So
Sorry, Mom.
we're not all that judgy, Thomas. But anyways, it was funny. She had a very different take. I was speaking to her as I was getting the hot glue gun, and they have a hot glue gun because they're very big into cosplaying. They outshine the entire neighborhood with their Halloween setup that is all like
Yeah, they're
homemade
they're
stuff.
Really
It's pretty
awesome.
It's pretty great.
I'm impressed. We're gonna have them do our house next year. Yes, that's a request.
Yes. No, not really much of a request.
Please do our house.
Excuse me.
Wow. Welcome to live podcasting.
Live podcasting. That's why there's no script, and that's why when it's edited, it still sounds like this. We record live for your listening pleasures. So she had a very different take, and she was asking me what my opinion was because from her perspective, she was like, what kind of swagger must that guy have if she was that into him right away? She didn't even get to see his face. My response was half the time, I wish I never did. Who needs to see a face?
Yeah, but that just goes back to my point. I think that she just was like, oh, somebody new. Boom.
Okay.
That's my feeling.
Yes. I have to this week I'm a little overwhelmed, Thomas.
Talk to me.
I am in Star Wars overload.
Okay.
I don't know how I should feel about it because I think my answer should be I'm super happy because there's a lot, but I'm not sure if I am super happy because I'm too overwhelmed. I'm really stressed out.
I mean, it's
Like-
less than 2 weeks away.
We're
Wait,
we're a
wh-
week away,
when this-
basically.
yeah.
When this
drops.
When this drops in all of your ears, it will be 1 week from The Rise of Skywalker. And I have to tell you, I feel like I can't be as excited for The Rise of Skywalker as I want to because I'm loving The Mandalorian. And then I feel like I can't love The Mandalorian as much because I'm distracted by wanting to know what's going to happen with The Rise of Skywalker. And it's too much. Thank God we're not doing 2 Star Wars movies a year. If there was anything positive out of Solo not performing the way they wanted to at the box office,
I still don't believe that because I thought it was a pretty good movie.
Honestly, it is my, which I've been feeling weird about ranking because now that we're doing a podcast, I feel like I have to rank because lots of people talk about rankings. And
I don't feel that way.
Why can't I just love everything? I love everything. But I really, really, really liked Solo a lot. But I think they learned that Star Wars isn't Marvel. We can't do all the things that Marvel does. It's just too much. But, Marvel, for me, and I'm a big comic book guy, like I watch the movie and I leave. I don't really take it with me. Now that maybe they'll actually do the X-Men correctly, maybe I'll start feeling that way whenever they make an X-Men movie.
Is that coming back too?
Yes. I don't know when. But that's pretty...
More Save the World stuff.
Yes, but hopefully they'll do it right this time and it'll be more about their social dynamics.
Okay.
But people claim to have lots of social dynamics in Marvel movies now with the Avengers, and I enjoy them. They're great. Actually, they're great. But I watch them and I'm done. And Star Wars isn't that. Star Wars grows and changes with you. And I think that's part of the reason I am very overwhelmed, because Star Wars, and you've said it a few times on the show, it's just a movie. And I get it for you.
You know what I really have.
And it is a movie. But for me, and I'm sure lots of people like me, it's a lot more than that. I mean, it's my whole life. And half of you out there will get it. The other half won't, but you're
I've
with
been with
someone
you
who
for
does.
12 years. I do understand that it is your life.
It is.
But there is
It's
the rest
made
of
me.
us over here.
It's made me who I am.
Yeah.
And
and it's a great movie. It's great stuff.
I think I'm overwhelmed because when I was growing up, we always heard that there was going to be 9 movies, 12 movies, but you never thought it was going to ever
knew
happen.
there would be 9?
Yes, it was always out there.
So
but
was
then,
this stuff written before?
George Lucas had at least treatments for the first 3 when Star Wars came out.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had an idea for what he wanted to do post Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
But after Return of the Jedi, I mean, it eats everything. And I think George Lucas is someone who put everything of himself into what he did. And it's got to be very draining. And you think back to the 80s, like nothing is like Star Wars. Yes, sir.
I've raised my hands. I have a question. Does this mean we're going to do a marathon between now and a week from a week? When this
There are
drops?
people watching every movie.
Well, we're not doing that.
Like
but
one
we've
movie a
already done
night.
that, but we should probably do 6.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sorry,
we're going to watch
7, 8.
7 and 8 before. Yes.
Okay.
100%. But yeah, so we always knew they were coming. After Return of the Jedi came out, he started having kids, so he wanted to be a dad. And so he took time off to be a dad and raise his kids and work in film, but in a different way. And he created Skywalker Ranch and Luke and THX Sound and all of those things. And then all of a sudden, I was leaving high school and soon to start college, and all of a sudden they announced the prequels were coming out. And I remembered the overwhelming, which we've talked about, like the hype, but personally, like the overwhelming sense of joy that was coming, because I never thought it was going to come.
Mm.
And then they were over, and the Revenge of the Sith came out the same year that I graduated college. And so it was like this really wonderful, perfect little cap to that stage of my life. I had grown up with Star Wars, and then I went to my next phase of life in college with Star Wars with me the whole time. And then it ended right there with me.
Mm-hmm.
And then we thought we were done again because people, it was very toxic. It was very hard to be a Star Wars fan then because of expectations and people feeling whatever. And George Lucas was like, I'm done. I heard for 15 years, all anyone wanted was more Star Wars movies. I gave you more Star Wars movies, and now you're telling me I'm terrible. And I'm just done. I can't. And he couldn't handle it. It was also the turn of the internet, and all of it was new. And then so we were finished. Never thought we were going to get him again. We got Clone Wars. There was rumors of a television show and all those things, and Clone Wars is like top-notch Star Wars for me. And then all of a sudden, I had been with you for a while because they announced in 2015.
No.
When did they buy it? 2012? 14?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was 2014.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, we had been together, and I was like, oh my God, it's coming. Like, oh my God.
I remember that day. You were kind of crying a little bit, and you were
because-
very emotional.
Yeah, here it was again. I'm like, I'm getting the thing that I was told I was never getting again. And so then honestly, I wanted that experience with you. I wanted to see a Star Wars movie with the person that I knew I was going to spend the rest of my time with my person. I mean, you're my person. That is how I describe you.
Me?
You. That's how I describe you to everyone. Like, you are me. And I was so happy I got to share that with you. And that's the truth. And then we did it. And then Jack came. And I got to see Rogue One.
That's true. We got to have the first one ourselves.
Yes. And
Right.
then Jack came and I got the Rise of Sky or Rogue One.
Right.
And then and then Last Jedi and then Solo with Jack.
Mm-hmm. So
And
he's
then-
seen 3 with us.
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then Michael came, and he came, and fell in love with Star Wars. Like legitimately loves Star Wars. Like, loves it. And I get that. And now we have our newest edition, and my family is complete. I'm married. I have 3 wonderful, beautiful little children.
House in the Burbs.
House in the Burbs, but I have a life that I never dreamed possible. We weren't allowed to have this dream. When I was growing up as a child in the 80s, you know you're gay. You don't know that's the word for it. You don't know exactly what it means, but you know. And it was the 80s, and I grew up seeing people that I thought I was like on TV, and it was the AIDS crisis, and it was very sad. And I thought that was going to be my future. I thought I was going to die.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah, and then thank God. And it was crazy. And I remember playing with my Star Wars toys, not like other kids did, but I used to make up families. And I remember having families that were different, and they had to live in a universe far, far away because they could be different. And that's why I identify with, I think, with the aliens so much in Star Wars, because for me, they represented people that look different, but they could live with everybody else, and it was never really that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been thinking a lot about this as it comes. So I got 7, 8, and 9, something I never thought was going to happen. I got it with my person, who I never thought I'd be able to share this with. Then now I get to close it with a complete family. And I'm really overwhelmed. It has been there for every major part of my life. It's just overwhelming, and I'm very grateful. And I'm already getting there, because I'm just Star Wars has always been there when I needed it.
Well, we are very grateful we get the opportunity to be there
And-
with you, honey.
But it's here again. It's here when I need it. And it's just everything. And yeah.
You know it's never going to end, right?
No, but this
I mean, if that should hopefully make you feel better.
but this version
will end.
But this version of it will end.
Right.
You know,
I
I
bet
don't
they
know.
make guest
I don't know if we're gonna do.
Well,
we
if you
still
think
may
about
get
it,
10,
the main
11, 12.
characters are so old right now. I mean, they're old enough that they're at that point of their
Yeah, I
lives
mean,
where they
one's
don't want
really
to do things. That,
two are 3. 3 are really gone.
yeah,
Kenny Baker's gone.
Mhm. That's Han Solo.
No, Kenny
No,
Baker.
no,
R2D2.
gone,
Peter Mayhew's gone.
gone,
And Carrie Fisher's. They're all gone.
gone.
So they really can't come back. Han Solo's gone.
Because they killed the wrong one.
No. Thank God. I love listening to JJ talk about why he had to go. And there's the joke that Harrison Ford always wanted to go because he wanted his character to mean something.
Right.
And they weren't sure he was going to come back for Return of the Jedi, so they put him in carbonite at the end of Empire Strikes Back, so that way if he didn't want to come back, he didn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
Then they brought him back, and then he wanted to die in that movie, so his character had some sort of weight, and it never came because George Lucas is like, you're a hero. This is a kid's movie. The heroes live.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not going to die.
Right.
But then he died in episode 7, and it really meant something. I mean, he died, but he also lost his son.
Mm.
Because that was the moment he was pretending that Kylo Ren destroyed Ben Solo because he was weak, but in that moment is when he really killed him, and Ben was gone until he met Rey, and now maybe he's going to come back. We'll see what will happen. But
do you think that Princess Leia will be killed off in this movie, or at least die? Are they going to mention she's dead, or
so
she's CGI?
we've seen a couple. No, they won't do that. So it's all shots from episode 7 that were deleted scenes.
Okay.
And extra and reshot, or they do different angles or whatever. But it was all stuff that was taken out of episode 7.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're digitally changing her clothes and maybe hair and stuff like that a little bit.
Okay.
But it's really her performance from however many years ago that was now.
Interesting.
4
So they
years
had
ago.
to rewrite it to fit what she was.
Well, they didn't have anything written, so they were able to write the script and her scenes around the lines that she already had.
So she's going to be in the entire movie?
We don't know.
Wow.
So if you watch the second trailer and then a couple of the TV spots, you see Rey with like a red band around her arm.
Right.
And when she's training with the little floaty ball that Luke trained with, you see her holding it. And I know there's an in-canon thing with the books about the red band, and I think I've said on here I don't really necessarily read the books a ton. But you can look, you think about cultures that tie red bands around their arm when someone dies. It's a mourning type of thing. So maybe she dies. My guess is we're going to open on Endor, because there's the forest planet that we see in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And we know we're at a Death Star, and that's probably the Death Star 2, which was in orbit over the forest moon of Endor. I think the film's going to open there, and this takes place about a year later. My guess is that's where they went to bury Luke, because that's where his father died. So I'm thinking the story's going to open up with them at like a ceremony for a year after Luke died. And that's what it'll open. We'll probably be able to say goodbye to Han Solo at that point in time. So I think she probably has a red band because she's at not a funeral. Well, celebrating the life of Luke Skywalker. That's why I think they're there. Which would be really beautiful if he got to be buried where his father was left.
Sure.
Or burned or whatever they do in that galaxy. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very overwhelmed. I'm too overwhelmed to be excited. It's weird. But.
Well, your family's here for you, honey.
Oh, thank you. I mean, we all know I'm a bumbling fool. I remember when we went and saw The Last Jedi, this girl I could tell she was giggling at me. And she looked at her friends, and they all looked at me because I was like, that first shot when we saw Carrie Fisher, I was like, bah, bah. And then we get that beautiful moment with Luke and Leia, and like he says goodbye to her, no one knowing that she would actually be gone. Not long after that was probably really shot. And then so Luke got to say goodbye to his sister. Oh, anyway. You're ruining my moment, Roxy. She's scratching if you can't hear that. But we can.
Producer.
Yeah.
Producer is a title.
So, anyways, there's a lot of Star Wars. Is it too much for you? I mean, this is more Star Wars really than we've ever had. And I'm not even following.
This is more Star Wars than I've ever had. I'm doing a podcast about it. Star Wars this, Clone Wars, Star Wars that, prequels, Star Wars that, Mandalorian. It's a lot of Star Wars.
It is.
So I'm feeling the way you're feeling too, but just maybe from a different point of view.
From a certain point of view, Thomas?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Thanks, Obi-Wan.
A certain point
Yes,
of view?
A certain point of view. Yeah, no, I totally agree. I guess I feel badly for you because I'm really excited, not only for the popcorn and that we have our seats already and we're in a really nice movie theater out in the burbs where we live, but I'm excited to be of the first people seeing it the night before because technically it comes out the next day, right?
Yeah, I don't know how all that works
We're
these days.
special. And the kids are off the next day, and
Yeah.
I canceled all appointments for the next day. It's just all about Star Wars.
I have a holiday party at work the following day where half the people that I work with hadn't seen or had like.
You're
will
not going to be in the office, are you?
Yeah.
You're going to the office?
On Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
It's my holiday work party.
Who cares?
I do.
You're seeing Star Wars the night before. You
Yeah.
people are having a holiday party tonight.
No, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
When we have
Another
Fourth
concert.
grade.
As if let's break it up and make it 2 days. I mean, one night would have been great. Boom.
I get to listen
Can you
to
believe it? 2 nights in a row. I mean, come on. I love my kids and everything. I gotta watch this stuff 2 nights in a row.
Well,
We had one already going to bed tonight crying because he didn't have any time. Wait till tomorrow.
he didn't
You're
get
really
to
gonna
play.
cry.
He didn't get to play at all today. It was very upsetting
mean,
and very unfair.
He didn't get to play someday. Parenthood. Good times.
Princess Leia is awfully brash and bold and stubborn. All these characteristics that we love as in her, right?
Yes.
But can you imagine Bria and Bail, Organa, trying to raise that as a child?
I'm sorry, who?
Luke and Leia's mom and dad. Can you imagine trying to raise her?
Who?
Leia,
Okay.
Jimmy Smits, and some actress that we saw for half a second. But can you imagine? Even though it's so funny because, like, I think you think about the actors who play them, like they're the real people. And in my head, it's the characters, they're the real people
Right.
for me.
I'm not sure I think that much about them. I'm sorry.
You don't.
I'm forced to listen.
Do you have
dude.
anything though that you're like that? That like you wonder what the life is before or after you saw them on screen? Or is it's on screen, that's what I see, and
That's
I'm
the
good.
character. I'm done. No, I
Really?
think of it that way. I don't think of the actual person.
Okay.
Who are they like?
But you never wonder like about characters from a TV show or a movie?
Who they are as people?
No, like the character though, like outside of what we saw on screen.
Mm-hmm. No. I'm feeling rather shallow now. I feel like I should.
No, I mean you shouldn't. I would venture to say that most people are like you.
Thank you.
So
I appreciate it.
maybe those pools that we saw on that planet with the krill that you liked so much from chapter 4.
With the loose woman? What's her name?
I think Mara.
Oh, okay. Mara.
You are sounding like a very judgy person. And you're
You know,
really
the funny
not.
is I'm not at all,
No, because you're like a go-get-it girl.
except for the girl part.
Well, yeah. Well, you're probably after the same thing. Right?
That's my new sign for stop.
That's his ring.
That's my ring, which I haven't been able to wear in weeks
No.
because I had an injury sustained
Yeah.
from a.
Tommy hurt his finger. And
Yeah.
he's been a free agent for like a month and a half.
It's terrible. I don't think I'll ever be able
He
to
keeps
wear my
coming
ring
home, though.
finger again.
Keeps
Yep.
coming home.
Well, I've got autopilot on my car. Yeah.
I think.
Who else is going to run the show?
Oh God. Yeah, no. I am very. And speaking of the hot glue gun neighbor, I did.
Miss A, thank you.
get to say, I am so incredibly grateful that I don't have to be here in the mornings getting ready for school. I get to bounce before any of them are up, and I don't have to deal with all of it.
The lies about brushing their teeth. I'm like,
And the so and so
breath
got more
stinks.
chocolate milk than me, and
no,
why?
we don't do milk in the morning. Straight
Oh.
water. I'm hydrating them. It runs
do-
smooth. Actually, I've got a system. It runs smooth. Occasionally, it falls apart a little bit if somebody wakes up in a bad mood.
It was funny.
Only one.
It was funny though this weekend. That one that he's referring to, it was Saturday morning, and we got up early. We pretty much always get up early, and all three of our kids are early-ish risers, anyways.
Yeah, they really are.
And the rule is, all of them. So parents, don't act like it can't be done because we have a kindergartner. They all have to get dressed, have their shoes and their socks on, and their shorts and their pajama top on still, but they are not allowed to come
Because they're going
downstairs.
to get cereal or
Yeah.
whatever we have for breakfast
Yeah.
all over themselves anyway.
But they can't come downstairs without those things in their backpack ready to go.
They have to have their shoes on and their shoes tied and backpack with them.
Yeah.
Yes. And by the way, their bed made.
And yeah, so it can be done. But
And if
anyways,
they don't, they go back upstairs.
it was
Yes, we have a
Saturday
two-story
morning,
house.
and here he comes downstairs with all of his clothes on, like his school clothes, and I don't think it registered.
I didn't notice at all in the beginning anyway.
And then like we're watching TV, and he looks at me, he's like, "Daddy, are you off today?" I'm like, "Yeah, the whole day." And it was very cute. He was very excited. I'm like, "Yeah, it's Saturday." And then, "Why, Daddy?" I said, "It's Saturday." "I don't have school today?" I was like, it was the cutest little.
Well, the funniest part is the day before
They're
he
off.
didn't have school. So he must have thought he went to school for 4 days, off for one, and was back to school again.
I don't know. Yeah.
He's,
All right.
he keeps
Well,
me on my toes.
he does. It is time for a quick breaky break.
From our sponsors.
Yes, you'll be hearing lots of ads for lots of deep pockets. They'll be paying us lots and lots of money.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely,
Maybe vodka
Definitely not apple looped song that I
or milk.
may or may not have made myself. But enjoy it. And when we come back, we will be discussing Chapter 5 of The Mandalorian. And we're back.
We're back.
And I have to make a confession. We have fallen far, far, far behind. So this is basically going to be a live release because the second we're done, we're
It goes
posting.
live.
It goes live. And I'm not going to say anything in case there are people out there not trying to listen or see anything. But we just saw that 1.5-minute clip. And oh my God, I am now on a all social media lockdown until next week. No YouTube, no Twitter, no Facebook, no Instagram.
Should you tell everybody what you saw a clip of?
No, just in case they don't want to see it. But oh my God, I am
okay.
so overwhelmingly excited. I, quite frankly, saw something I never thought I'd see in live action. We've seen it in animation, but never thought I'd see it in live action. And I'm overwhelmed. As if I wasn't already. I think we spent 30 minutes talking about how overwhelmed I was. So anyways, I'm done because I can't take any more. So
Okay.
anyways, we're going to jump into chapter 5 now of The Mandalorian, bad perms, giant lizards,
And babysitters.
and babysitters. I had thought of something this morning what to call it. Now I've got to remember again. But it was funny. Bad perms and something. Anyways, when I post the title, you'll remember what it was, because hopefully I'll remember. So, real quick rundown, Mr. Barry.
Yes, Mr. Barry.
There has been, this has probably been the most divisive episode
Really?
so far.
Tell
chapter.
me more.
There's a lot of people not necessarily liking it.
Brian's changing his hat, just to let you know.
I gotta take my hat off. Sorry. There's a lot of people not liking it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people felt it was too nostalgic and fan service. And it didn't move the story forward at all.
Or did it?
I think it did. But, again, I've said it a lot on this podcast. I'm a total Dave Filoni stan. And it was a total Dave Filoni episode, chapter. I think it set everything up. Just he started the series with the very first one, and now he's doing this because we're about to go into something new. And what Dave Filoni does so well, what I'm curious, and part of this podcast that I love so much is it's for those forced to listen. So this show, which we talked about before we ever saw it, it's got to get everybody in.
Mm-hmm.
And I listen and watch lots of people who are like me, so we want all these little things, which it's totally delivering on. But the show has gotten where we want it to go. We're still in the world building phase and getting to know this character and introducing the Cara Dunes, the Grief Kargas, Dr. Pershing, Fennec Shan. She may or may not be dead. She's probably, something tells me she's probably not. If she is, it is what it is. And I'm IG-11, I'm sure he's going to come back. I think these people will become more important as the show goes on. But in order to really get to know, the show's focused on the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda. That's who the show is about. So we have to get to know them and build the world around them as if no one's ever seen it. And so that's what we're doing. And everything Dave Filoni has done in the past, the first season, I remember when Rebels came out. Rebels was following the tales of the Clone Wars, and the Clone Wars had gotten incredibly good by the end. And so then Disney canceled it when they first bought it because they had prequelitis, to be totally honest, and didn't want anything to do with the prequels. So it was done. And then Rebels came out, and the first thing people were upset about, and I was one of them, they didn't have the same amount of money that the Clone Wars did. So it didn't look exactly the same. Clone Wars had evolved into this thing that... Do you remember when we went and saw those episodes at the movie theater?
I do.
When it was the Arc with Savage Press and everything, we got tickets somehow to see it screened in the movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
And it legit looked like a movie. There are certain scenes in that show of the space battles that it is incredible. And so Rebels came out and didn't have that money. So that was already a little bit disappointing for a lot of people.
I remember thinking it didn't look the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like, it honored it, but it was different. And the show felt light. I remember I was a little disappointed in those first few episodes of Rebels too, but they had to spend a season. There was all these people that didn't know each other, and they had to build a family. And that's what that show became about, was the Ghost Crew became a family. And that last episode of that show, you really cared. But it had to develop all of that over the course of the season. So I believe come season 2 and how many other seasons we end up getting of The Mandalorian, it's going to get neck deep in weird stuff and like super deep dive in Star Wars. But it will have built that audience. And so people like you are already going to be invested. So you're probably more willing to get like in the weeds and go, what the heck is going on here? So that's my guess.
Okay.
We're going to see lots of lore, and we'll see lots of... Dave Filoni's not doing anything without getting deep. Like, deep in the weeds, because that's what he likes. He was a fan first. And then he became what he is now.
A super fan.
Yeah. So what did you think of the episode? Let me get your take first.
My take, it was good. It was good. It was interesting because he was a little neglectful of Baby Yoda, or Yaby, NYC, whatever we're calling him now. He kept leaving him there by himself. So I thought that was interesting considering the episodes before it was can't go anywhere without him.
Mm-hmm.
Number one. Number two.
Well, remember,
it was a whole new character again who came and got killed.
the previous episode, chapter, we didn't even call it chapters because episodes do mean something.
Sorry.
They mean something different in Star Wars. The previous chapter, he tried leaving him on that planet with Omera. That's her name. I couldn't remember her name, but I looked it up. It's Omera,
Okay.
your girlfriend.
Easy. Easy O'Mara.
I feel differently.
Okay.
And what was interesting is she was able to give up everything. She clearly came from somewhere before. Remember, she knew how to shoot. She came from somewhere, and she was able to leave behind the life that the Mandalorian wants to leave, but isn't strong enough to leave.
I wonder if she was a Mandalorian herself.
Could have been.
Because there can be female Mandalorian. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, they're pretty
Mean.
No, they're more of a matriarch. I can't say that word. Matriarchal. Blah blah. Blah.
Matriarch.
Yeah, society, culture. Women seem to have most of the power. But I also don't. They also seem to be rebuilding what it means to be a Mandalorian in this show.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I think next season or the end of this season, when we meet Bo-Katan, there's going to be some struggles of old Mandalorian ways versus new Mandalorian ways, and that'll probably be what a lot of season 2 is about, would be my prediction.
Okay.
So, yes, we land. Basically, we have a cool dogfight at the opening. We get to Tatooine. It's super exciting to see Tatooine again. There were some awesome shots that were like straight up the same shots that we saw back in 1977. When he goes into the Mos Eisley canteen and as he's walking down Mos Eisley. So we've seen some of those things. It was cool stuff. But the interesting thing to me was, he just tried to leave Baby Yoda behind because he wanted to give him a better life. He cares about him now. Like he's, it's not a thing to him. Everyone else calls him a thing and he calls him a he. It's interesting. And it's a very subtle thing that
I
they're
didn't
doing.
even pick up on that.
Yeah, it's a subtle thing.
Cool.
Yeah,
watch out for it.
Start watching the non-people connected to him. It's a thing. What's her name? Amy Sedaris' character is Pelimato. It's a thing. What is that thing? And he always refers to him as a he.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he also doesn't know what to do. He's been a loner. But what was interesting is he left him there, which is irresponsible. He also left his pulse rifle.
Oh,
He's getting distracted because he's no longer just a bounty hunter out looking for bounties, looking out for himself. He's worrying about someone else. I mean, I can tell you as a new father, not 3 years, I don't remember things the same way I used to. I'm a lot more distracted than I used to be. And it's not because I'm getting older. I have more responsibility, so the things that I used to never forget, they're not as important. So I thought that was a really interesting detail. And then he leaves. We see the things with the stormtroopers. I'm really curious about that.
The helmets on the sticks? He seemed to not be distracted by him. It seemed like that would be a much bigger part because we kept seeing that in the trailers over and over again, but he just walked right by him.
It was a cool looking shot.
It was.
It's interesting. It really did show there's no Imperials on Tatooine. Oh, and they don't like the ones that were there, clearly. So I have maybe this when they talked about it in the books, maybe the books or the comics contradicted this, but I don't follow them super closely. But in episode 1, Anakin promises his mother he's going to come back and free all the slaves. Or maybe he's talking to Padme, I don't remember. But he's like, I'm going to come back and free them all. And I can't help but wonder if Darth Vader came back and freed the slaves in a not so nice way. And so maybe the people of Tatooine really hated the Empire. Because we haven't seen that yet.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean not in a nice way? He killed them all?
Oh, I think he probably annihilated a lot of the society there. Tatooine was run by criminals. and gangsters, and slavery still existed. Padme's like, slavery doesn't exist anymore. And they're like, we're in the Outer Rim. All that stuff still happens. So then we go into the cantina that we all know so well. It's probably the most famous scene in all of Star Wars, and in probably the top 10 most famous scenes of cinema, period. And it was empty. Did you notice anything from it? Because it's pretty iconic. You recognized it, right?
Yeah, definitely. I noticed that the robot who was not served here in the previous movies, right? Remember they made reference to that you're not served here?
We
I
don't
noticed
serve
that-
their kind here.
Right. Well, now he's the bartender. He's kind of running the show.
Mm-hmm. It was cool.
And it was a lot more empty.
Yeah, L337's social justice movement made it all the way to the Outer Rims. It was honestly, that was awesome. And they were introduced to Toro something or other. Toro Calican, who had a New Republic coin. So that's the fourth, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't find my words today. I'm so distracted by all the Star Wars stuff.
I'm not
We've
sure where you're going.
seen Imperial credits.
Right.
We've seen the calamari something or other.
Mm-hmm.
A Beskar is clearly money, or used as money. It's gold.
Oh, their currency.
Currency, that's the word. Thank you. And now this. So all of that, all in itself, like, really shows that, like, there's no government, there's no order at this moment, which is cool. He was sitting in Han Solo's seat, which was pretty neat. And that character, too, is kind of getting a lot of slack. What'd you think of him?
The kid?
Mm-hmm.
What's his name?
Toro Calican.
Toro Calican. Okay. Actually, I thought he was pretty good. I was hoping he was going to now be part of the cast. You know, they come on bad, and then something happens. They save each other, the typical stuff. And unfortunately, now
Not so much.
Now he's dead. So
Now his body was thrown into Beggar's Canyon.
that's
That's a deep dive. That's a Luke Skywalker line from A New Hope. So it was. You are a child of the 70s, and I think I've heard you mention this show. I don't remember for sure, but this show's starting to feel a little Love Boaty to me.
I remember seeing the Love Boat many times. It's Saturday nights. That's what the family watched. The Love Boat.
I
It's
vaguely
starting to feel
remember it.
Oh, as the special guest stars, they come on
And
and,
then
then
they're
they're killed
gone.
off. They're come on. They're killed. You know, that's a really good point. Yeah.
Which almost makes it feel like kind of
Well,
like
let's
respect
back
to
up
the
for a second.
70s.
He's the only one that's been killed off.
Unless Fennec Shand is dead too.
Oh, which I don't think she is.
Yeah, I don't think she is either.
I mean,
She seemed too smart to not have armor on underneath that that stuff. Maybe she is. I don't know. She was a pretty cool character, so I hope not. But yeah, it is just kind of starting to feel that way. I don't think we're finished with Omera either. Your girlfriend?
I
don't think we're done. No, Cara Dune's definitely not done.
Yeah, I liked her. I think she'll come back.
I think Cara Dune, I believe by season 2, he's not a loner anymore. I think he'll be with probably Grief Karga, Cara Dune, and maybe IG-11.
And who's Grief Karga again?
Carl Weathers.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I could be wrong. We've only got 3 episodes left.
I need to get a little chart and start writing it all down.
No doubt. One thing I noticed that was really, really interesting. So people aren't liking Toro Calican's acting. And I can see it. It threw me off at the beginning. And then for me,
He seemed very Han Solo to me.
but even more fake than Han Solo was. Like, he seemed so innocent and naive, and he was trying to be something that he's not. He was trying too hard. Of course he's going to sit in Han Solo's. He may not, but for the audience, of course he's going to sit there. Of course I'm going to sit next to a famous smuggler. Of course I'm going to gravitate toward a Mandalorian because Boba Fett's so rad. Like, he's trying too hard to puff his chest.
But that was the point. He was trying really hard
100%.
to be something that he wasn't.
100%. He probably... That was probably daddy's coin that he gave him. Struck me as like a little rich kid who is a trust fund baby, quote unquote, and I don't want that and I don't need that. I'm going to do it on my own. But really has no idea how to do it because there may be no law, but he's no longer, but I noticed in his acting, and it makes sense from Dave Filoni, and this is something that if he does stay in live action, will probably change, but he felt like a voice actor in the mindset of when you're a voice actor, it's all in your voice. He felt very Ezra Bridger to me. Okay. If Ezra Bridger never met the Ghost crew and stayed down the path that he was in, he could have very easily ended up as Toro, to me. Mm-hmm. But the delivery was a little over the top and a little more punch to it, which you have to do as a voice actor because you have to be able to get through the animation.
Are you upset with the actor or the character?
The actor.
Oh.
And probably less the actor, more
his father.
Yeah. Vince. I don't want to get arrested. That was Vince, Will's boyfriend. From Will and Grace. More queer stuff in the show. It's like every single episode there is some sort of like queer metaphor in there somehow. All over the place. One of these days I'm going to write an essay. I'm going to be very Twitter and very podcast-like and write an essay about queer metaphor in the season 1 of The Mandalorian. Which actually really might. It could be very interesting, actually.
I believe you.
But I noticed in what I really... So, yeah. Sorry, let me finish that thought. Like, he felt a little like over enunciating everything and really, really into the words, which you have to do as a voice actor because animation doesn't have the subtlety of facial movements and stuff like that an actor can bring. So you have to bring that in your voice. And that's just what it felt like. And that to me felt like something that a director from animation would really push. Mm-hmm. So it was interesting. But another thing I noticed on, I think, the 4th time I watched it, something felt weird when I was looking at him, and I didn't figure out what it was until the 4th time. And it was a really awesome costuming choice because it said a lot about his character. If you look at the bottom of his pants, they're like chaps or some sort of... but, excuse me. They look too big for him. He didn't even fit in his clothes. He was trying so hard. He couldn't even wear the clothes that he went and bought. It was just like a very subtle thing that I thought was very, very telling.
Interesting.
That's it?
What
did you think of Fennec Shand?
Curly head.
The lady, the sniper.
Oh, the sniper. Yeah, I really do need a little golden buck. They got to work on that real quick.
She's not in there. This is the first time we've ever met her.
I really like that actress a lot, actually. I've seen her over the years. You said she was in ER. I think she's been in something else.
She was the voice of Mulan.
Oh.
She was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
That's it.
Most
That's
recently.
the girl. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. I thought she was great, but I mean, she wasn't there that long. Would she have like 5 lines?
She was in the Final Fantasy movie from like the early 2000s, and I'm blanking on the name of it, The Spirit Within or something.
I do agree. I think she's going to have some other role because of how it all ended.
So, do you remember in The Force Awakens, right when we meet Han Solo and Chewbacca again, and they're on the ship, and those 2 gangs who he was like cheating money out of came?
Yes, I do.
One of them, gosh, I'm blanking on the on the names of the gangs at this moment. She shares a last name with one of those guys, just like a non-important, but like tied to something else. It's pretty cool. I don't remember right now.
What's her last name?
Shand. Shand.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. She was rad. Like she was like that. She was straight up like a bounty hunter. That was the bounty hunter we've been wanting to see. I think like it's just about the job, and she's like manipulate. That was good. When Toro shot her, that was a genuine surprise because he was such a failure all before that.
Right.
And then he did that. And that's the other. So I wanted to talk about that too. So we land and the Mando's not a very good dad and just shuts the baby in. It's like everybody in the world is after this baby and he keeps just like, hey guys, look at this alien that no one's ever seen, that everyone's curious about what he is because they're so rare. But hey. But yeah, it's funny. And he forgot his pulse rifle because he's concerned about being a father. And then he like really took that kid under his wing. Like there was that shot when they first see the dewback and they see the person still like his leg was up on the strap, whatever it's called. And he's like, what do you see? And it was almost like, I'm going to teach you what to look for. It was like, there was so much in this episode. Sure, if you just, and it was so Star Warsy because if you just want to watch, it was just pew, pew, pew fun. But there's all these little things in there that were like, I don't know. That's what I love about it, about Star Wars in general. Yeah, so then, he shoots her. And it was a total shock.
I was surprised. I think she's coming back though.
I do. Let me think if there's anything else I wanted to talk about before we get to the big ending and who we think it may or may not be.
Well, the ship got fixed.
The ship got fixed. Took a little longer.
No droids.
No droids as your request. I loved her. I want to see her again. She was like so good. She felt so Star Wars to me, and just love Bodhi enough. You know, it was really, 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 really great. Yeah. So he shoots her. The Mandalorian's coming back, which there was this awesome shot of him on the dewback, and it was shot exactly the same way as this Topps card. For either the Stormtrooper or a dewback, probably a dewback. But I don't know if you remember at work.
What's it called again?
A dewback, the big lizard. Yeah, they were so rad. That card was all we had because in the movies growing up, like the toy was really cool. I loved that toy. I never had the saddle because I think about it at a yard sale. But we just had this card because you couldn't ever really see them in the movie. You saw one way in the background and then one sitting outside the door of that cantina, and he goes, that's it. And then they added to him in the special edition. And I remember back in like 96, probably AOL was there. And I remember trying to find my like free disc with 2 free hours because I bought a CD-ROM that you had to get onto StarWars.com or something to put in the CD-ROM to watch this like
What year was this?
Probably 96 when they were the special editions came back out in 1997. I remember putting this disc in
when I was first moving to Arizona.
Oh, you're moving to Arizona, and I'm still watching Star Wars.
Star Wars. I'm playing with action figures.
But yeah, no, I remember trying to watch because they animated the dewback, so it was like the first time we saw him actually moving. It was this crazy thing. And around that time, speaking of the cantina, I remember. It was also in 1997 when the Power of the like Star Wars toys came back out, and they were like really buff back then. It was really funny, but it was like, what the hell? Wait, I remember my friend Casey. Dude, there's Star Wars toys. Well, we were like, what? There was a rumor they were being released, and they came out these bendy things, and they're like bendy figures. We're like, I did not wait at that time, like 14 years for a bendable toy. We were all disappointed, and all of a sudden. And this was really before, like the internet wasn't what it was now.
No.
It was a genuine shock. You go to Toys R Us and there's Star Wars toys, like on the pegs. It was a very exciting time. Anyways, there was a Greedo toy coming out, and I remember going to AOL and going to some website and downloading a picture of a mold of Greedo. And I am not joking when I tell you it took 8 hours to download a little spinning GIF, like a little GIF that just showed him the front and the back, and it like kind of turned. 8 hours.
Wow.
It was so ridiculous. I'm like, oh, okay. So we're at the end. Someone walks up. I think that's probably who the gunslinger was. The title of the episode was named The Gunslinger, and I think it's who is this person we haven't met yet. Who do you think it could be?
It looked like Darth Vader, but we know he's dead. So it can't be him.
So it was a cape. You think it was a cape?
I thought it was Cape. So who else has a cape? Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
Darth Vader.
Mm-hmm.
That I know of. Captain Phasma.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. So Captain Phasma was the one who opened the door, if we all remember correctly, when Tom was like, hey, no, when he was a little boy, it was Captain Phasma who opened the door. Not a super battle droid.
I still think it was Captain Phasma. Wonder if it's your...
I mean, Brienne of Tarth did take down a bear.
She did, but that was a different movie, a different television series. Gosh, I don't know who it could be. That's who when I saw it, it just clicked. Darth Vader. Obviously,
Okay.
he's dead. But.
So the biggest rumor is it's Boba Fett.
Oh.
That's the biggest rumor that, to me, that seems to be the biggest rumor floating the interwebs.
Okay.
We hear like spurs as he's walking. And in The Empire Strikes Back, you hear those same spurs when Boba Fett's walking around. So that's what people are going to. There's also this character named Cobb Vanth from the books. And he's a character that's alive around this time who somehow got Boba Fett's uniform from Jawas, who somehow scavenged it out of the Sarlacc pit that Boba Fett fell in, that somehow blew up or something.
Okay.
And so he's wearing that, and then he becomes like the sheriff of some town or something, so it kind of fits with all of this. So that's kind of seems to be gaining traction. We'll find out tomorrow morning. So, we recorded this podcast way later, but it is what it is.
On a couple of days.
I think, personally, do you remember what I told you I think the show's about? And we should go back and listen, but I'm pretty sure this is what I said even on the very first episode. Do you remember?
I do not. I should, but I don't.
We have our episode this Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next episode comes out on Wednesday.
Right.
Because The Rise of Skywalker comes out. And then the final episode comes out after The Rise of Skywalker. I think it's too coincidental.
So there's a connection. You believe there's a connection?
I believe there's a connection.
Okay.
Who do we think is coming back in The Rise of Skywalker? I mean, it's all been completely telegraphed now.
Palpatine. Mm-hmm.
I said at the beginning of this series that I think Flava Flav, the client, and Dr. Pershing are working somehow for the Emperor, either directly or through somebody else, but they're working for the Emperor, collecting Force-sensitive children. So for the weekend, I watched these episodes from season 1 of Clone Wars, where a character was secretly collecting Force-sensitive children to be used by the Emperor to turn them into super powerful. They eventually became the Inquisitors, Force-sensitive kids, and manipulated
Kylo Ren,
them.
right?
No.
He's not Force sensitive?
He is, but he's not a Sith.
Oh, okay.
They've made that very clear.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Forced to listen.
So I think, and there was a shot in that where there were these babies in these like little bassinet things that they were reading things that looked a lot like the table that Baby Yoda was on. So I believe they're collecting Force-sensitive children to. And you remember when the Mandalorian was looking, right, that episode where he saved him, and they said, extract what you need to extract and let's be done with it. I think they're getting midichlorians, and somehow they're going to bring Palpatine back to life with midichlorians from Force-sensitive children. So with that said, that's what I've thought the whole show was about.
Okay.
And there was a certain bounty hunter who used to get those Force children, and it was Cad Bane. So I have thought Cad Bane may or may not come back in the show. And he wears a big trench coat, is a total gunslinger, right down to 2 pistols in his holster, and wears a big cowboy hat. And I don't remember the name of the aliens off the top of my head, but he's like this blue alien. And we saw, the only time we've seen those aliens in live action, we saw 2 of them in space uniforms, astronaut uniforms, in the cantina.
Well, one way or the other, we'll find out in the morning.
Yes. Any other questions? Anything you want to talk about?
No.
All right. Well, this will be basically a live episode, so let's hope it all sounds all right.
Boom.
And we are, after this week, we're going to go back to launching on Mondays.
Mm-hmm.
So no more Thirsty Thursdays. We need another drink after the weekend. So listen to us on Mondays. We have a few exciting things happening next week, so keep an eye out. Tom will be needing to post on Instagram, and I might teach him how to do Twitter and his Facebook, because I'm going off of them. I will be able to launch everything, so you'll get a really bland notification, hopefully, that there's things happening this week. But just know I will not be on these things. So thank you for listening.
Thank you.
This is Pink Milk. Where can they find us, Tom?
Pinkmilk.com.
Are you kidding me?
Pink Milk House? No, I don't know. Where can you find us?
My.
Hey, I'm forced to listen. I don't know what to say.
Well, apparently,
I'm not listening.
yeah, you're being forced to ignore. So you can find us at pinkmilk.site or follow us on on Instagram and Twitter at pinkmilkhouse, or email us at pinkmilkhouse@gmail.com. Pinkmilkhouse, Haus. Why, Tom?
Because Brian's a fancy guy.
There you go. Hey, hey, hey.
Thanks for listening.
I'm
Have
trying
a
to
great week.
snap.
Bye now.
Take care. Bye.